Every year, a global movement takes shape, a movement that transcends borders, languages, and cultures. It is a call to action, a plea for justice, and a beacon of hope. For over 3 decades, from November 25th, the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, to December 10th, Human Rights Day, individuals and organizations worldwide have joined forces advocating not just for awareness, but for real change. Change that can transform the lives of women and girls, ensuring their safety, dignity, and equality. WART commemorates the 16 days of activism and explores the power of collective action with other partners in creating a world where everyone can live free from fear and violence.
16 days of activism against gender-based violence is a time when voices are raised and stories are told against the prevalence of gender-based violence that affects millions of people across the world, and especially women and young girls.
In a world where voices often go unheard, communities around the globe unite to challenge violence and discrimination, striving for a future where equality and justice prevail. In South Sudan, gender-based violence is a significant and widespread issue, deeply rooted in cultural, social, and political factors. The country has experienced prolonged periods of conflict and instability, which have exacerbated the prevalence of gender-based violence.
Activism, it's not just about raising awareness, it's also about sparking change. The 16 days of activism is a call for action, urging all of us to recognize the rights and dignity of every individual. For persons with disabilities, it's a reminder that their voices matters. Their rights are essential, and their contribution are invaluable.
This year, WART, in collaboration with the World Food Programme, conducted a learning and information sharing sessions in Juba, Central Equatoria State, that sought to increase knowledge of communities and promote community-led interventions in curbing gender-based violence during the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence in South Sudan. WART engaged WFP team of staff in an interactive session on masculinity and GBV in South Sudan, a capacity-building session for mother support group and nutrition team on sexual and gender-based violence prevention and response, and a focus to an often overlooked narrative: the experiences, challenges, and triumphs of persons with disabilities through a roundtable open discussion.
Using the child, blaming the child because of the language barriers. For example, happen the case of raping, they will oppress you and leave you. So this is how GBV is affecting persons with disabilities.
Persons with disabilities face unique challenges and vulnerabilities. They are at a higher risk of experiencing violence and often face barriers in accessing support and justice, yet they embody resilience and strength.
You know, sometimes in the families you'll find that the houses are not built accessible to person with disability, and this make movement difficult for person with disability in our families or where we are staying.
Their stories are a testament to the indomitable human spirit. From accessible education and inclusive workplaces to policy reforms and community support, the journey toward empowerment is paved with both obstacles and victories.
It is because of the disability they have, together with the GBV, they are exploited. What? Economically. It is not the will of that child to go and sit there, but they will just carry the child by the roadside because they know anyone who sees someone with disability, especially a child, will just will help.
During the session, the participants brought their diverse perspectives and experiences to the table, sharing insights and solutions.
These experiences underscore the urgent need for inclusive policies and practices that protect and empower persons with disabilities.
As partners, implementing protection interventions in South Sudan, we need to emphasize and critically focus on the importance of tailored interventions. We should advocate for accessible reporting mechanisms, special support services, and comprehensive education initiatives to prevent GBV. by working together with other protection implementing partners and together with the Republic of South Sudan, we need to dismantle the structures that perpetuate GBV, and this can create a safer South Sudan for all.
We should always remember that change starts with awareness and grows through collective action.
I want to encourage you that in life, everything happens for a reason, but be somebody who change the narrative.
As we commemorate these 16 days, let us listen, learn, and act. Let this be a call to action for governments, organizations, and individuals alike. Special thanks to World Food Programme for their support. Together, we can build a world where every person, regardless of ability, can live without fear, with dignity, and with the freedom to pursue their dreams. The journey is long, but the impact we can make is profound.